Imagine walking outside just after sunset. The sun is disappearing below the horizon, but the lighting around you feels wrong. Your shadow stretches across the ground and then suddenly splits into two. You turn toward the eastern sky to find the source. A point of light is burning so intensely it is clearly visible even before the night fully falls. This is the red supergiant Betelgeuse, a stellar giant 700 light-years from Earth. Astronomers long believed this star had another 100,000 years of life, but recent observations have them questioning if that timeline is collapsing and if the light of its death is already on its way to us. In the night sky, Betelgeuse is easy to find. It marks the top left shoulder of the Orion constellation. For centuries, it remained a constant. It was a reliable, steady point of reference for every civilization that tracked the stars. This chart tracks the star's light output over the last few years. In late 2019, the line representing its brightness dropped sharply. The star appeared to shrink and pulse, losing nearly 60% of its usual glow in a matter of months. This prompted a global response. Astronomers redirected the world's most powerful telescopes to investigate the anomaly, searching for any sign of a coming explosion. They needed to determine if this was a temporary cycle of the star's atmosphere or the final warning sign before a supernova. To understand the danger, you have to look at the internal physics of a red supergiant. The star is a massive balancing act. It generates heat and pressure in its core to push outward, fighting against the immense weight of its own gravity trying to crush it. One theory suggests the dimming was caused by a massive ejection of gas. The star essentially coughed up a cloud of dust that chilled and hardened, blocking its light from our view. But the more significant possibility is that the star is running out of the heavy elements it needs to stay inflated. Once the fuel in the core is spent, the outward pressure vanishes. In less than a second, the entire mass of the star collapses inward. The collapse triggers a rebound shockwave that strips the star's outer layers and launches them into space at thousands of kilometers per second. Because the star is 700 light-years away, this explosion may have already happened. The light would currently be traveling through the void at 300,000 kilometers per second, headed straight for us. When that light finally arrives, will we have any warning? It turns out we will, thanks to particles called neutrinos. These are created in the core during the collapse and fly right through the star's outer layers, reaching space hours before the physical light can break free. Detectors like this one are built deep underground to catch those particles. They use massive tanks of water to record the faint flashes left behind when a neutrino makes a rare collision with an atom. A supernova produces a flood of these particles, so dense it will trigger alarms in laboratories across the planet simultaneously. This pulse of particles ensures we aren't caught by surprise, providing a 3-hour window to prepare for the sight of the supernova. When the visible light finally hits our atmosphere, the effect will be immediate. Astronomers estimate the star will surge in luminosity until it rivals the brightness of the full moon, concentrated into a single piercing point of light. For weeks, the star will cast distinct shadows in the middle of the night. During the day, you will be able to look up and see it burning clearly against the blue of the sky. The second sun will eventually fade over several months. When it disappears, the constellation of Orion will lose its brightest shoulder, leaving a gap in the pattern we've known for millennia. We still don't know if this event is imminent or if the star has several thousand years of stability left. Whenever the light finally arrives, the night sky will look different for every generation that follows. If that alarm went off today, who would you want standing next to you when you looked up? Let us know in the comments.